Since we still have 76 kilometers to go, it is clear Google grossly misunderstood and misinterpreted riding on the hills. We will take another 2 hours or so, and it's already 1 p.m. So probably between 3 to 4 p.m. is when we'll get to Kannur, and depending on how long it takes to do hotel hunting, it would be more or less a full day of a ride, not a 3-hour ride. The hills are very steep out here. Took a second coffee break over there as a bakery and cool bar. Took a cold coffee because it's getting very hot now. I don't know, feels like a heat wave is coming. We are 50 kilometers from Kannur, so another 1.5 hours of riding. It's 1:30, so my guesstimate was right. It would be around 3 p.m. or so when we enter town. Stopped at a gas station to cool off a little bit. I am feeling hot too. Fortuna is definitely hot. We've been braking quite a lot going up and down the hills. It looks like I said bye to the hills a bit too soon, but the hills weren't having it. We still have 40 kilometers to go, and we're still in the forest riding in the hills and winding roads. So there's no like straight road to go full throttle just yet. I guess most of it is going to be like this, and the very last patch when we get on the highway, it would be time to enter the city. Nonetheless, we're gonna rest up here for a good 20-25 minutes, stretch our legs, refuel, cool off, have water, you know, the entire combo of a pit stop. We're gonna have it all here. Oh, and on this note of stretching and pit stop, let me answer one of the frequently asked questions that I often get asked when people realize that I'm not riding on a high cc bike but an Activa, and I'm doing long distance touring. They often are concerned not so much about the budget but more about my back, like doesn't the back hurt? It's true, the seat isn't a touring seat. There is no like ergonomics per se for a long touring here. But you saw I take a lot of breaks, I do a lot of stretching, I rest up as much as I need to so that I am physically and mentally, you know, fully engaged in the ride. If I feel like I'm a bit tired, I can take longer breaks and reduce the distance I cover in a day. But that's the not so secret sauce of how I'm able to do long rides on a small cc engine with not a lot of luxury at hand. So I get asked this question all the time, I answer this all the time, but most of it is off camera, so thought of including this on camera as well for the audience that is curious how the long distance touring works. And if you have any questions regarding, you know, riding on an Activa, my experience, any things that are kind of bugging you and you'd like me to answer, feel free to drop a comment below, and if there is a bunch of questions, maybe I'll do a dedicated live session or a Q&A session and answer all of those at some point. So we are on State Highway 38. The Kozhikode, Kochi all done. Kannur is 10 kilometers. Mangalore is just an industrial town, so we don't care. Bombay is 1050 kilometers from here. Nice. Let's get towards Kannur and find ourselves a place to anchor down. 10 more kilometers. 6520 kilometers done already. Alright, so finally after running around town for nearly one and a half hours, it's 4:30 p.m. Found a nice place. It's called Beach Residency, and this is the accommodation here. They have nice parking out here, 4-wheeler parking here, more parking there, 2-wheeler parking is behind. So let's go inside and settle in. I really like the premises within the budget. Alright, so that's my fully air conditioned room. Really nice and spacious and well within the budget. And we are just under 1 kilometer to the beach nearby. So I was doing a lot of hotel hunting, as I said, for the past 1.5 hours. So I have a pretty good idea of what's on the menu, sort of. The beachside properties are pretty expensive, and not all of them deliver the worth for the price that they quote. So it took me a lot of time to hunt around, and tomorrow is Vishu festival. So happy Vishu to those who are celebrating, but it's equivalent to Diwali for the Hindus. So they are celebrating Vishu here, so everything is gonna be like a bit mellow up until 3-4 p.m. tomorrow. And Vishu is mostly like a night festival. There's a lot of firecrackers and stuff, just like Diwali vibes. So while I was vlogging and unpacking the bags from outside to bring them into the room, I ran into the locals just across the street. They saw me vlogging, they saw my license plate, and then again, same thing, same icebreaker, it clicked, and then I was with them for the past half an hour or so. We were chit-chatting. Really cool people, and they told me a lot about the places, and I also told them about our homestay and places up north, so we're just sharing notes. Anyways, this is my room. It's 4:50 right now, so in about 15-20 minutes we'll freshen up, and there is the bathroom. Yes, there is a bathroom. I completely zoned out, so I don't even remember if there was a bathroom. just like people go to the airport and check if the gate exists, I wanted to check if it exists. Anyway, so we're gonna go to the beach and just enjoy a peaceful sunset. It's not a swimming beach, so we're just gonna go take in the vibes of the sunset, and that's pretty much about it for the day. And tomorrow onwards we'll start exploring and see if we can catch Vishu. So see you after a short break for sunset. Oh, this is nice. They have a fish aquarium, they have nice lush greenery, cycling machine if you want to do the gym, outdoor seating hangout area, and this is a self-serve coffee counter, so you can make tea, coffee yourself, and water refill. This looks to be the 2-wheeler parking. I think you go around the building, come here and park here. Let's park Fortuner here, and then let's go for a nice evening walk. It's 5 p.m. It's cloudy, but should be fun. Sunset views. Here also people like the villa concept, and the boundaries is nominally heighted, basically like very marginal height. So I guess it's a very safe neighborhood. Like I've not seen houses that are built like a fortress out here, and most of them have like a lot of walking space and free space around in the courtyard of the house. They're using the same paver blocks to build the outer periphery of the houses. Most of them have built a boundary using this, different sizes. With the greenery like this, you suddenly get a feeling like you're out in the hills, but you're still in the city. And the bhaiya that I met across the street, our friendly neighbors, they mentioned like Kannur can offer you everything that you can think of in Kerala, houseboats to hills to beaches to whatnot. Basically everything exists here. You just have to pick what you want, decide the nearest spot, and just go. Had a fun coincidence. This group of girls standing behind me, they asked me if I can use my camera to take their photo and video with the sunset. So I was a little bit confused. Do they want to be in my vlog, or do they just want a better quality photo or video? So I asked them what they needed, and then we'll later share it with them. That was interesting. They figured out, because I was standing alone closer to the waves recording the audio of the waves, I must be a YouTuber, which was a good guess. So I'm just understanding how people find out who I am and what I do. So it's a nice learning experience. Anyways, the sun is gonna go hide behind the clouds very soon, so there's not gonna be much of a sunset per se, but let's set up anyways a little bit away from the waves to capture whatever time lapse we can.